During the Berlin Conference in Germany in 1884 to 1885, the scramble for Africa happened. This led to African territories being divided among European countries. These territories would be colonized for over a century after this conference. In order to colonize these countries, different countries came up with different political systems for their colonies. For the British, it was the indirect rule system, while for the French, it was the assimilation and association system. We have discussed the indirect rule in previous lessons. However, what is assimilation and association? Let's head into that. The French policy of assimilation can also be called the direct rule system. This policy was first adopted in West Africa and was used to govern the West African province. The policy of assimilation was a French policy that sought to make Black Africans become French in both language and culture. This means that for you to be considered a citizen with full rights, you had to renounce your culture and accept the French culture. You also had to learn to speak French, most times very fluently. The aim of the policy of assimilation was to substitute the African way of life, both formally and informally. The French Empire saw the French colonial territories as an extension of the French Empire and wanted to make their colonies reflect that belief. This meant that citizens of the colonized territories had to learn the French language, know and abide by the French laws, dress like the French, and adopt French religion. To make this policy work, France had to create a loose federation of her colonies with headquarters in Dakar, Senegal. France also appointed a governor general who resided in Dakar and supervised the activities of the federation. Citizens of the French colonies who have renounced their culture and accepted the French culture automatically became French citizens. They were also absorbed into the French social system. The policy of assimilation was based on the mindset that French civilization was superior to African culture. This policy, however, failed and had to be replaced by another policy. The policy of assimilation failed because the locals, or citizens of the colonized republics, refused to renounce their culture and accept French culture. Only the elites did that. It was not easy to assimilate the Africans who had their own culture for hundreds of years. This system was also very expensive to run, as it required that every local empire in the colonies be carbon copies of the local empire in France. The failure of the policy of assimilation led to the adoption of the policy of association by the French Empire in its West African colonies. So let's take a quick summary. The policy of assimilation sought to make Africans French citizens by making them learn and adopt the French language and French culture. In another lesson, we shall be discussing the policy of association. I hope to see you in the next one, my friend. Bye.